Welcome to the Ugly Truth. I don't know how to do it. I don't know what you want me to do.
Not turn it all the way down before you have to start talking. Just start talking when it starts fading.
Fine. Welcome to the Ugly Truth.
You don't know this because you don't listen to the show, but I fix it in post.
Why?
Because I think it sounds better than turning it all the way down, having a couple seconds of dead air, and then you start talking.
Well, I think I'm going to make it as hard as possible for you.
It's fine. I've been...
Make as much... Oh, no.
You broke it. Did you break it?
Hello? It's not working.
It is working.
I can't hear anything.
You undid your headphones then.
No, I didn't. What happened? I can't hear myself.
Touch the green button.
Oh. Hello. Oh, that's it. That was it.
You turned your headphones off. That's what you get.
That's my awkward moment.
That's what you get.
No, we had an awkward moment, and I can't remember it right now.
Okay. Well, hopefully by the end of the show, you remember.
I feel like because it was both of us. It just wasn't me.
Oh.
I don't know.
Well, that was a good one.
Hey, did we talk about Beetlejuice?
No, I don't think we did. We may have talked that we were gonna go, but I don't think we talked about it.
Okay, so Beetlejuice on Broadway, the tour, is out and about, and we know somebody who is in the actual play. And what I love about it is that this is like all he's ever really wanted to do, and hopefully his side hustle is that he helps people who are in media transition into something they've always wanted to do. He's actually quite successful at it.
Yes.
He's very good at what he does.
It's not life coach, but it's life coach-ish, but it's also very specifically helping people in the media industry transition.
But he practices what he preaches.
For sure.
And that's why I like what he does, because most of people who do that do not practice what they preach. They're just like, now this is what you should do.
Well, that's the saying, right?
But
like those who do can, those who can't consult.
Yeah, but I don't know about that.
He's not doing that. So
I don't agree with that either, actually, but he is doing it. And so now he is on Broadway on tour.
Yeah. He's on the touring edition of Beetlejuice on Broadway.
And because we have some media connections, and you are in media, and I am no longer, but I still know all these people.
You know
and
everyone, and they all know you.
What's great is that when this happened, we were able to go see him opening night, which happened to be in Sacramento, which was amazing.
Yes.
And we went, and it was great. Now,
it was really fun.
There were a couple of things.
Okay.
First of all, he was fantastic.
Yes.
Dan Mason. You can look him up. He would love the follow on Instagram. He doesn't need it from us. I'm just saying.
I have some updates for you, but
Great.
Go ahead.
However, it is widely known in our inner circle that I am no fan.
Inner circle being home as well as all the listeners.
No, our friends.
Yeah.
Just people who know me. I am not much of a fan of musicals. But then I can list like 10 musicals that I like.
Yeah.
The rub is I haven't gone to the theater to see many musicals. I have seen Hamilton on Broadway, which is hard to, frankly, it's hard to beat.
I don't know how you put that in any
The only
category.
way it would have gotten better if it was the original cast, which it wasn't.
Literally.
Now looking back, though, do you think we got like the original?
I think we
George
had
Washington?
some.
I think we did.
Some, but not all.
I think we did. Anyway, looking back, I'm sure of it. But I digress.
I know we didn't. I know we didn't get the two. Like we did not get the original Aaron Burr, and
we didn't get the sisters. We didn't get the Schuyler sisters. Anyway, so I am not a big fan of musicals. For my number one example is I hate West Side Story.
Right.
Truly. I have seen every rendition because it was like, oh, no, you have to. I've seen it. I don't like it. I don't like In the Heights or The Heights, whatever you call it. Singing in the Rain, don't like it. There's a lot. But then I go, however, I do like the movie renditions of some Broadway shows like 1776, which is like the original patriotic musical.
The OG kind of Hamilton-ish.
And it's so very good. I don't know if I would like it.
Sit down, John.
I don't know if Saltpeter. I don't know if I would like it on Broadway, but I would imagine that I would. I don't know. Anyway.
What about Well, I mean, there's a lot of, like you said, there's musicals you like. Like, would you go see Grease on Broadway? Would you go see?
I don't know. I don't know.
Do you like White Christmas, the movie?
No, okay. You make me watch it every year, and I don't like it, but that's okay. I mean, I endure it. It's, the problem is this.
Glad you know how to suffer.
The problem is this. I don't want to live like this any longer.
Okay.
We go to Beetlejuice. I'm like, okay, I'm here to support our friend and his dream come true. I am here to rally and be excited no matter what, right? Yeah. Just like going to your child's recital. It doesn't matter. You're going because you love these people. So we're there. And I'm doing what I do. I love it. There was a lot of great parts. I immediately clock about 4 characters. I'm like, oh God, are they going to sing again? Like, and that is nothing personal to them. They're doing great, actually. There's no bad. No. It's just me and my taste.
I mean, these guys are on this is not your local production. This is the one that tours 18 months. This is the national tour. Right. So these people, I mean, they're probably one or two stitches below the cast that is actually on Broadway.
In all honesty, there's not one in the bunch that couldn't headline a Broadway show.
Sure, they're
very, very good. Yes. And when you look at their resumes, which we did because I was curious about them, every single one of them have been in some kind of Disney production. Yeah. Every single one of them has been in something big on Broadway. Yeah. So it's like these are incredibly talented artists. Yeah. This is not about that.
Yeah.
This is about me hating people break into song all the time. Like,
there's a name for it.
What is it?
It's your Jamie's audible "you're about to sing" sigh. We were in a theater and I could hear it.
Well, it's not all of them though.
Like it's one thing when it's a movie and it's just me and you. It's quite another when I'm sitting next to you in a theater of about 2,000 people and I can still hear you sigh. Oh, fuck, she's about to go into song.
It's not even that aggressive, actually. It's just it's not a sigh, but you know what it is? It's like, okay, here we go. Hold your breath. What is this? 2-3 minutes of my life? I can get through it till the next thing. That's pretty much it. It's the same attitude I have when I'm getting my teeth cleaned. It's like, I just have to get through this for 45 minutes and then I'm out of here.
It was interesting, though, to see them do the adaptation of something that was never meant to be a musical.
It was great. It was funny.
It actually a little, and this is because I'm a nerd on this side, but it actually made me hopeful that the Back to the Future one is not absolutely terrible. Because I'm like, how did they turn this? Like, this is Beetlejuice. Like,
cannot wait to see
No, I'm not saying we go see it. I'm just saying, like...
Here's the thing. I will. I don't want to be that person that says no to new things.
Yeah.
Okay? Just because I don't like musicals in general doesn't mean I wouldn't find something good about it. Right. I found a lot of good things about Beetlejuice, actually. Yeah. So there you go. And our friend did amazing.
Yeah, he was so he plays... He
literally opened the show.
The first words for the show was his... So I'll give you some updates. By the way. No. He they opened the show with a priest.
He's
giving
a priest.
last rites, and he plays the role of the priest. So there's a couple of things. One thing with that is now he's very he's animated. He's an animated dude, obviously,
been very
right?
Animated,
So he does a thing where he does a fake prayer with the cast before now that he's the priest.
Oh, that's awesome.
He does a thing where he does a fake scripture that he makes up.
Oh, that's awesome. And behind the scenes.
And he films it and then posts it on social media.
Really
like the other day, he was like,
nice.
He's like, we'd like to honor the god Celsius, the energy drink. And then they do a proverbial touching of the tips, and it's the tips of the umbrellas, because in the opening scene, they all have umbrellas like they're mourning at a funeral. He plays the main character he plays is Maxie Dean. And Maxie Dean is, if you remember the Beetlejuice movie, he's the husband of the one that has all the money that he's trying to buy and make it a haunted house. So anyway, so he plays a couple roles other than that. But what I was going to say is now there's a social media show, which is why I told you this, called Maxie's Pad.
Oh.
So as Maxie's Pad is with complete with a theme song that the black lady that he performs with sang for him.
She was good.
Is Maxie's Pad is a basically live stream behind the scenes the
Oh,
tour.
you'll have to give me that link.
Yeah,
I'm
so it's
curious
just
about
he just does it right on his social media. But
it's on his actual Dan Mason.
But I think it's more than that
Is it
now.
Dan
but
the Man or
it's,
something like that?
It's just I think it's the Dan Mason.
Oh, okay.
I think it's just.
Well,
but anyway, it's great.
So we went.
I was proud of him. We were all proud of him. So.
It was like a little radio reunion.
Yep.
There were so many people from different walks of life that you knew that I knew, and it's so funny because it's like I worked in radio long enough. They're like, I remember you. What are you doing? How are you? I'm like, well, I retired from radio, kind of. I mean, even so we're sitting next to John, who we've known, scarily a long time.
A long time.
And his wife, and she was there. And then it was like, he's like, are you still doing your podcast? He goes, you trying to get it out there? You trying to, you pushing? Are you really marketing the thing? And I'm like, sure. Because that's what he does.
Yeah, that's what
he's
he
like,
does.
how come you're not going full throttle? I don't understand. Like,
Yes.
he's confused.
Yes.
Like, why? I don't get it. He's like, follow your dreams, Jamie. And then when we were meeting with Dan after the show.
At the stage door, right?
Okay, I want to know if this is an awkward moment. I want you to be brutally honest with me.
Okay.
It was opening night.
Yes.
We know Dan.
Yes.
We're very proud of him. So excited.
Yes.
I brought him flowers.
Yeah.
Beetlejuice color coordinated flowers.
I thought
It was a
amazing.
very masculine bouquet. It was small, like tight, like probably maybe 12 inches long in, brown paper. The flowers were green and white because Beetlejuice. And that was it.
Yeah.
Very simple. Nothing significant. But it was opening night and it was exciting. And no one else had flowers. Nobody else got any kind of accolades, and I felt weird. And then John's like, are those flowers for Dad? I'm like, yes. I go, is this weird?
Question.
Is this dumb? And he goes, no, it's not dumb. I'm like, well, what are you saying?
Didn't think it was dumb.
I hope not.
No.
I hope
it was
he liked
open.
it.
But listen, if it was anything, maybe like he'd been on tour for 6 months or whatever.
Well,
it was
I wouldn't do that.
literally
I would
opening
not do
night of
that.
the entire tour.
Yeah.
So
I was really grateful.
I think it's cool. He broke a leg.
I was grateful we got to go. I was grateful that he spent some time with all of us because honestly, he was on his way to their very
cast
first
party.
cast party.
Yep.
And he's like, I gotta go. I'm like, yay.
Yeah.
I was so happy for it. But you know what? In general, I'm always so happy for people when they're kicking it, killing it. I love it. I'm so happy for him.
This is I thought of this later, and maybe you don't know this reference, but do you know the movie The Rookie? The one where the guy is really old and he coaches the baseball team in high school, and he suddenly can throw Quaid, yeah, he can suddenly throw 90 miles an hour again.
Yes.
So he's like old and he gets into the major leagues, right? So when he gets called up, it just happened, although he does not play for a team in Texas, it just happens to be in Texas, his very first time in big leagues. And that's where all his family and friends are. That's where he coached. Dan was like that in this case because not only did he work in Sacramento for a very long time and had lots and lots of friends here, he moved from Sacramento to San Diego, which was the second stop on the tour.
That was so great.
Basically, all his closest friends
all got to see him right away.
Right in the beginning because he's like in LA for 10 shows and like all this stuff is coming. So I thought it was really cool for him that it got to kick off. Like I got the Beetlejuice gig and I'm in the friendly confines of the very first two shows.
All I'm like, I'm just sitting there going, I can't wait till I can say, I know a Tony Award winner. Like one day,
awesome.
you never know. And what I love, he ain't 20.
No.
He's older than us.
No.
He's killing it.
Yeah, I think
I love
great.
that for him.
Yeah, it's awesome.
In fact, someone goes, what, he really is? I'm like, yeah, because we're not old, asshole. We're older than you, but we're not old. God, I'm so over it.
Yeah, it was super. I mean, I remember he goes, have fun when you come and don't forget the sandworm is sexy.
And it is, by the way, very phallic. And Bob is there.
Oh my God, Bob is my favorite character.
Yeah, truly.
He doesn't say a word, but
okay, so here's the thing. At the end,
head guy.
At the end, and I think, you know what? I think I know what happened, why I did this. First of all, they were very, very serious about, please don't take photos, don't video anything. And I'm like, okay, no problem, right? Yeah. So at the end, everybody's coming out and taking their bows.
Yeah.
And at the very, very end, everybody comes out together and bows, right? Yes. And Bob, Shrunken Head Bob, is in the middle because, of course, everybody wants to see Shrunken Head Bob with the stars.
Yeah.
So as I would do at one of my children's plays, I whipped out my phone going, okay, this is my time to get their photo. And I started taking pictures like, you're not supposed to be doing that. I'm like, what? I'm like, oops, wait. And I took a few more.
Although at the time of bowing is not that big of a deal.
Well, and not only that, but you want to know why? Because I saw John take out his phone.
There
and I went,
you go.
oh. So I did it.
That's fair.
Anyway, with that being said, please go see Beetlejuice, or at least follow him on social media. It's really cool. I think it's
awesome.
just Beetlejuice on tour or something.
Beetlejuice on B-Way, like Broadway.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So,
You'll find it. Anyway, if you, unlike me, are into musicals, you may find it of interest.
And actually, I think everybody sang well. There were a couple that could really blow.
Oh, belted.
Yes. Yeah,
definitely. The main characters, for sure.
The main characters were really good.
She was
especially
very good. The girl that played
Lydia. Yeah,
she was
really
great.
Good, so.
On that note, we went to Napa for the weekend.
Yes.
We haven't done that in a really long time.
For us, it's been a really long time, which is unusual. So,
well, life has been lifing, as we all know, for the last year or so. But we were like, hey, your brother and sister-in-law, they're like, hey, we need to get out of here. Yeah. Do you guys want to go to Napa for the day? And we're like, yeah, sure. So Prithvi and we figured out what wineries we wanted to go to, and then ultimately decided we're going to go up a day early because, well, the marathon. We do this every freaking time we want to go to Napa. There's some weird thing going on. I'm like, why are the rooms $1,000 a night? This is insane. They're usually like $200. Like, why is it so expensive?
Could have had a fucking condo by now.
And it's because there was a marathon.
Yeah.
And so every hotel in the world was booked to the gills, but then things start to taper.
With non-wine drinking, running dickheads.
Do you know how many runners were in our hotel?
A lot.
It was embarrassing. And I'm like, you don't look like you run. Yeah. I didn't say that, but I wanted to.
Apparently Bottega was extremely busy.
Really?
Yeah, they were carbing up. Everybody went to Yountville because the best Italian place in town. It's just like
didn't even think about it.
City,
all the Italian restaurants were packed.
Yep.
That's funny, actually. Anyway, so we went on Friday, and I want to specifically talk about this winery because it was so fun, and it was something that it's a winery I've been wanting to go to for like 3 years.
Yeah.
And just first of all, they're always booked solid. It's almost impossible to just. There is no walk-ins. Number one.
Well, you can't go to the winery itself, so they have a small. They don't do that, right.
But so they have a tasting room, but that tasting room is always sold.
Yeah,
it is just hard to get in, and with our schedules and stuff, finally I got in because I booked it a month in advance, and we finally got our spot. It's Brown Winery, and it's the only black-owned winery in Napa, I believe. Yep. I'm not sure because I think Woodson had or has, but they were the first.
Well, yeah.
First black-owned winery, and so. I couldn't wait to go. They specialize in Zins, which we love.
Not only do we love, but it makes them unusual in Napa for that reason as well. That's not normal.
So we get there, we walk in, there's this tiny, skinny little door. They're like, come on in. So you go in, they're like, no, use the elevator.
And it's practically in an alley, too.
It's kind of. Yeah. I mean, it's a fancy alley, but yes.
Yes.
So we open up the door and it's like, use the elevator. I'm like, all right. So we get in the elevator and it was scary. It was like, ting, ting, ting. We get up, we open the door, and it's like paradise.
It's so fantastic.
It was one of the most beautiful tasting rooms ever. And we walk in, music's playing, it's beautiful. And this beautiful woman who says, welcome. We're like, we're here, we're early, whatever. Now, only for the sake of the stories. Okay. Yes. This is nothing. We were the only white people in the place.
Yes.
And the place was crowded.
Not the only white people.
Well, I'm not done yet. So she's like, she sits us at the bar where they do tastings.
Your wine educator will be right with you.
We sat down and listen, I'm excited. Okay. Mm-hmm. And the only other white person shows up and is our host. Now, I don't know about you because I don't speak for you, but I will be honest in saying I was a little disappointed. A little.
Only because we were the only ones and it felt like, all right, we have this one guy to handle all the white. I know this is not what happened.
I'm just
saying.
I don't know.
Here's how we handle the white folk.
And how would they know? How would they know we were white? Your name's Daryl.
They would not have known.
Yes.
They would not have known.
For all they know, we were a gay couple. Jaime and Daryl are coming in. Yeah. I mean, they didn't know. So I really don't think it was purposeful. Or did they wake him up off a cot and say, you're up, get out there?
Hey, white boy.
I don't know. But I was like, oh. Okay.
He knew a lot about wine, though.
Joe was great.
Yes.
I'm very grateful we had him. It was fine. I mean, and I'm not, I know I'm minimizing it, but we did, of course. It was a very, I mean, even all the patrons, everyone was so celebratory.
Yeah.
It was
and the
wonderful.
guy's been there forever. He knew the family. He knew everybody.
Yes, he'd been there for like 3 or 4 years.
It's not like they just keep him chained to a wall in the back and wait for white folks to come in.
We don't know. We don't know that, but let's just assume that that's not the case.
You're my third tasting of the month.
Thank you for coming again. No, he was very good. The wines were obviously very delicious.
Yes.
We had a wonderful time, and it just, it felt so good.
Yeah.
When we walked in, we sat down. Oh, and okay, it wasn't all, there was a Mexican man there.
Yes.
And he comes up with Joe. And he's like, where are you guys from? We're like, oh, Sacramento. And they're like, well, what part of Sacramento? Now, here's the thing. There are parts of Sacramento. There are now cities, and we're big enough now that you have to actually tell people where you're from.
It's very spread out. Yeah.
It's very spread out. It's grown. And there are parts of Sacramento that perhaps wouldn't fit in a place like Brown.
Yeah.
So we're sitting there and we're like, what do you mean? And they're like, well, what city? We're like, oh, Fair Oaks. And they're like, and they didn't know that Fair Oaks.
Yeah.
They're like, and so you're like, no, it's in between like Sacramento and Folsom. And they're like, oh, okay, so not Roseville. I'm like, how
dare you?
How dare you?
We know some good people from Roseville, but we would never live there.
No. And I mean, it's not all bad, but no, we're not from Roseville. And I said, okay, hold on. Let me just diffuse this whole thing.
Because we knew where this was going.
I know what they were trying to say. I'm like, let me just diffuse this. I'm from Los Gatos. He's from Richmond. They're like, oh, welcome to Brown. I was like a completely different vibe.
Yeah. Why do you think we went there in the first place?
That's like, we aren't just curious. Like, we know why we're here. We're excited, Can
I just tell you about how Bay Area this place was?
That's why we loved it. That's exactly why I wanted to go.
So it felt just, and not just because there was a lot of black people. Like, it was great. It was like,
Obviously.
But the guy, you had already gone in, but when you were in the restroom that's there, the Joe that was helping us, he goes, oh, you're from Richmond? You're going to really enjoy the bathroom.
Bring your phone.
Bring your phone. Bring your phone to the bathroom? That's weird. So you go in and the wallpaper is fucking iconic, right?
Where did they get it? Did you even ask?
Like absolutely custom made. Somebody did it. Somebody drew it. The Too Short didn't look too much like Too Short. The drawing wasn't the best, but Too Short's on there. Mac Dre, which is a deep cut. If you're not from the Bay, you do not know who Mac Dre. Like Too Short or E40.
Yes.
Good chance you know, but Mac Dre, probably not. And then it had all like it had Alice Waters from Chez Panisse. It had
all their.
It was clearly people that influenced them and that they grew up around.
Yes.
And although while they lived in the Bay Area, the owners and the founders are from Jamaica and Panama, respectively.
Yes.
So they're immigrants as well. But so anyway, fantastic.
It was so wonderful.
And then it was backed up by the first black-owned restaurant in downtown Napa.
State Line
Barbecue.
And honestly,
it was so good.
We walk in and they were already sold out of some stuff.
Yep.
And so we got what they had, sat down.
Yeah, because we went kind of late.
Yeah, it was late. They literally were closing.
Yeah, they were closing
30 minutes
leaving,
on a Friday night.
Yeah.
But you're going to run out, so they can't stay open late. Anyway, so we sit down, and it's Kansas City barbecue, right?
Yeah, it's Kansas City style.
Okay.
So very tender brisket.
We got like burnt ends, brisket, mac and cheese, greens, and beans. Oh my God, it was so fucking good. So we sit down, and we're eating, and we're having a good time. And I look up out of the corner of my eye. I'm like, God damn it. There are TVs all over the dining area. Like
none of which are playing sports.
No. Because Daryl, who's the owner,
yes, Chef Daryl,
he is our age.
Yeah.
And so I believe he might be a little younger. I don't think so.
He's Gen X.
He's Gen X. And so we're sitting there. I'm like, oh no. And I go, turn around and look up. And you're like, what? You're like, oh.
Last Starfighter was on.
Last Starfighter is playing.
That was one of my favorite movies of all time.
And then we look around. We're like, Labyrinth, Willy Wonka, and The Last Starfighter are playing.
And you didn't see it, but one of the Willy Wonka ended.
Oh, what came on?
No, but here's what's funny is the guy came out and did the remote. They have all these fucking movies saved. They're manually picking what do we want to watch in the restaurant right now, and they're all these Gen X movies. What do we want to do
while we clean?
Oh my God, it was so awesome.
Anyway, that was another amazing thing. And then we go to another friend of ours that we knew through media. Actually, you met him through one of your accounts.
Uh-huh.
Trevor and his wife opened one of the most amazing ice cream stores in Napa.
Yep.
Called Thetas.
Yes.
Theta.
D-A.
Thetas. It was unbelievably crowded.
Line out the door when we got there.
We'll walk in and it smells like Disneyland.
Yeah.
Because they make their own sugar cones. They don't buy them. They make them all the time.
In fact, it was his daughter making them when we were there.
That's right. So we walk in and they have flights, just like in wine, they have flights of ice cream. So we did a flight of ice cream. Literally the best ice cream I've ever had. Good. I'm not even joking. It was incredible. And I'm like, this is the kind of stuff that makes me want to live in Napa.
Yeah.
The problem is this is not what it's always like. No. This was an amazing microcosm of the best local.
Yeah. This was the most Bay Area Napa we have had.
I felt like I feel like I'm home again. In fact, I thought about that all weekend because I'm like, when I go to like Santa Clara or Los Gatos or even the city, not so much San Francisco, but when we go to like Richmond or whatever, I don't want to leave. Yeah. I feel like my body belongs there, even though I do love Fair Oaks and I don't foresee us ever leaving forever. That is where my soul is. For sure. My soul is in the Bay. And I love that. It feels replenishing almost. It's like, I can breathe. There are other people who, there are cities where they feel that. Yeah. But for me, it's the Bay. It just is.
So we had this very kind of street level Napa day. It was incredible. Day. The tasting the next day could not have been more opposite.
It was highfalutin.
It was it was
bougie.
If Brown and State Line were street and rap,
the next day
this was fucking classical music NPR.
Yeah. Well, actually,
both were equally fun for completely different reasons. Fun.
Well, yes, and I just don't even know how that. I didn't even expect it to be that way. Yeah. So essentially, the family that invented Best Buy.
Yes. If you're wondering, that Best Buy.
Their daughter owns a winery.
Not Joe's Best Buy. Best Buy.
Their daughter owns a winery with her husband. Yes. And the unfortunate thing is that a lot of the winery was burned down because of the fires.
Well, they had some outbuildings burned down, and it got very close to the wine.
So they're renovating and redoing everything for the tasting room and all that stuff. But they didn't want to close. They wanted to continue serving their wine. And so we got one of 4 tastings that they only do like 4 or 5 appointments a day. We got the very first one. And we're greeted by this lovely man who serves us French champagne. Mm-hmm.
Which is not even from their
he's like,
wine.
we don't make it, but we wanted to greet you with something because it's so early. This is like breakfast. We're like, of course, thank you. Love it. Cheers. So he does this tiny little baby tour in a Rivian.
Yeah, so get that. We're driving around in the grapes, just in between the vines stuff. In a Rivian.
Yeah. And
with champagne in our hands.
Not bad.
Not a bad way to go.
Then we pull back in and his boss comes out with caviar. He's like, hey, this goes real good with champagne. He refills our glass. Yep. And then gives us
We didn't even get out of the vehicle. We're still in the vehicle.
Gives us each a bump of caviar on a chip
with creme fraiche.
Creme fraiche and chive.
My God.
And he's like, I think this will go well. I'm like, what is happening right now? Is this my house? Do I live here now?
And then we just kept driving.
And then we drive around. Then we finally park and we get out and we walk through this beautiful wine cave. And then we enter. He goes, so because our tasting room doesn't exist currently, the owners have graciously decided to open their home to people and do tastings. So we walk through this cave.
There was one quick thing.
What?
After the caviar, we drove up the hill and stopped at the top.
Oh, that's right.
So we could overlook everything. And he opens up like this $1,000 Magnum of Chardonnay.
That was
and we just start drinking like.
He's like, try this.
What? We're drinking. Okay. Anyway, then we drive down to the where we're gonna go to the cave.
Yeah, so the cave basically is the border in between business and pleasure.
Yes.
So we go through this cave, and they're like, "So this is the property where we'll be having our tasting. These are the owner's private home, their private residence. However, they are gone. They have moved to Miami until the tasting room is open, so that we can conduct some events and do private tastings back here." So we walk through this beautiful path. And it's lush and green, and it's beautiful. To the left of us is a ginormous Olympic-sized pool. Then is this house that looks like a museum.
Yep.
And I said, wait a minute. This is someone's house.
Yeah.
Someone lives here.
Yeah.
Like legit lives here. This is insane. opulence and money that I can't even imagine. I don't belong here. It was amazing. Yeah. It was so fun. And then we had their tasting in their pool house. It was crazy cool.
Yeah, it's like a bar pool house. It's got the...
You're like, where's the bathroom? Oh, it's around the corner. You're like, hey, there's a shower back here. Yes. Anybody needs to bathe. It's crazy. It was crazy. Fresh cut flowers everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere. Yep. In fact, they had their private garden. He's like, oh, I should have picked the cauliflower. It's overgrown. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
You picked the... Okay. Citrus trees everywhere.
Yeah, we got to take a lemon.
Your brother's like, hey, can I have an orange? He's like, you may all have an orange if you so choose. I'm like, what? Like, I don't know.
The wines they were all fantastic.
Oh, they were amazing. They were beautiful.
One was, they have one particular one where their bottles are kind of hand painted.
Of course they are.
And it's a Magnum. And then, but then, which we've seen before, which is very fancy, which we've seen before. But then he goes, and then we give you a box, and then you keep the box that we give it to you in. And then when you drink it, you ship it back to us, and we spray paint it black inside, and we reseal it with the wax so you can keep the whole bottle. And my brother's just looking at me, who we call large format because he loves buying big bottles of wine all the time. He goes, fucking sign me up. I go, you haven't even had the wine yet.
He's like, I don't care. It was so
Based
crazy.
on the experience alone, we were signing up.
And here's the rub.
Yeah.
All of this incredible, indulgent, decadent, beautiful time. And and our host, Tyler, he was awesome. Awesome. And he was a very down to earth dude. He was nothing. Yep. Nobody was.
The place in the wine cell itself, but he was.
Here's the thing though. Nobody was like, everybody was just like, yeah, this is just the way it is. The wine isn't even that expensive. Like, it wasn't even like, oh, this is too rich for our blood. I mean, we did split some bottles, but I mean, all my point is that you would think this is so beyond our means, but it's like, oh my God, it's not. It's not.
Yeah. I mean, look, I was surprised. It's small production, Napa Cab.
Yeah. I don't care. I don't know if anybody cares about it, but
I go, but my point is they're not like Opus One, $9,000 bottles kind of stuff.
It was like
not at all.
Very like, if you love wine and I mean, we obviously went there knowing.
Very fun experience.
He had to kick us out.
Yeah, he did.
Another winery that we had to be asked.
We got kicked out for a completely different reason this time.
Thank God. But I mean, that whole weekend was so fun. Yeah. It was hilarious. All of it was hilarious. Yeah. I mean, I did yell at Mormons once.
Yeah. Outside I didn't even know
there was Mormons in Napa.
Well,
to be fair,
they're everywhere.
Kenzie was like, "You yelled more. You started harassing people in their safe space, mother." And I'm like, "I did. I called them. They said I'm all cult." And I'm like,
anyway, I don't know. I don't know if anybody listening cares about our Napa weekend, but it was a blast, and
fun.
We hope we described it appropriately for you.
I mean, you know what? Whenever you go anywhere and you're like, ooh, this is way too rich for my blood. Yeah. That's what it felt like. Yeah. And then when I looked it up, I went, oh man, they are rich. Yeah. But I mean, it's just, even though they are all of those things, I perused through their Instagram, their personal. They've
been married for like 38 years.
Yeah. 38 years this year. And I mean, still madly in love.
Yeah.
They are running the fields of love still. And they are absolutely obsessed with their daughter and their granddaughter. Yeah. Like, I don't know their life. Yeah. They know Shaquille O'Neal, but they seem like,
as normal as incredibly wealthy people can be.
She's like, well, I got some presents from Dior and Chanel, and she's showing them, but I'm like, you know what? You go, girl.
Yeah.
Get your bag. I mean, why not?
Yeah.
My God, you're providing, you're giving back to the world. You're giving us wine that we all love. It's amazing. Yeah. So yes, you get your bag.
Oh, by the way, you probably went this whole time going, well, what the fuck is the name of the? It's Fantasca.
Fantasca, yeah.
Fantasca is the one.
And what was hilarious is your brother's like, what are we going to Disneyland?
He really had no idea.
They were so judgy, and then they went, he goes, I am going to officially eat my words tonight. Yeah. I was very wrong. Yeah. I apologize.
I was judging it based on its name, and this is the best wine tasting I've ever been to ever.
Oh my goodness. Trust your parents. Listen to your parents. They know what they're talking about. Yeah. Anyway, I can't think of it. Okay, there is definitely an awkward moment, and I cannot think of it. I feel like it was in the hotel, but I cannot for the life of me remember. So hopefully there was no falling. There was no, wait, did I fall? Wait.
No.
Did I fall?
You fell walking the dog.
Yeah, but that was not an awkward moment. That was a scary moment.
That was a scary moment.
There was a big dog.
Yeah.
And then I slipped on wet mud.
Yeah.
So
It didn't count.
Still
That's
have a-
not awkward.
I still have
That
a
was
bruise.
preservation.
Anyway, all right. Well, I think that's the show. I have to catch up on Bridgerton. I have so much.
So many things.
But anyway, well, thanks for listening, and we'll be back next time with a new show. Bye.